Welcome dear students, let us start our 27th lesson and topic is tenses part first. You know tenses are related to verbs. So a verb has two functions in a sentence. First to show or denote action and second to indicate time. So tense is form of verb that shows or indicates time. That means whether the action belongs to past, it belongs to present, or it belongs to future. And also tenses denote or shows nature of action. That is whether an action is in continuous form or it is in its complete form. Now, as you know that time is divided into three periods, past, present and future. So tense is also divided into three periods, past tense, present tense and future tense. For example, I love books. So it refers to now. That means it's present tense and it refers to now time. Past tense, for example, I loved comic books as a child. So it refers to time that has already gone. So it refers to past time. And future, I shall love to write books for children. So it refers to future time, it refers to coming times. So that way we say that tense has present tense, past tense and future tense. So that way we can say whether an action belongs to present or it belongs to past or it belongs to future. Now that each tense, that means past tense, present tense and future tense, has further four types and these types denote the nature of action. So for past tense we have the past simple, next is the past continuous or progressive, the past perfect third one, and the fourth one is the past perfect continuous. Similarly for present tense we have the present simple, the present continuous or progressive, the present perfect, the present perfect continuous. And for future tense also we have first the future simple, then the future continuous or progressive, the future perfect third, and the fourth one is the future perfect continuous. All these types denote the nature of the action, whether the action is a completed one or action is in continuity, or an action has a link with the past and the present, or the action has a link with the present and future, etc. Now let us come to the verb forms of various tenses, starting with the simple present tense. With first person singular pronoun I, we take present form of the verb. That means here if it is example, if it is speak, it's without s or without es. Then singular first person plural form, that is we, it takes verb without s or without es. Second person singular pronoun you, it's verb, present form of the verb without s or without es. And second person singular pronoun, that's again you, it takes verb without s or without es. Third person singular pronoun, that's he, she, or it is also included in it. It takes first it takes present form of the verb with s or es. For example, we say he speaks or we say he goes. With third person plural pronoun they, we use verb, present form of the verb without s or without es. Coming to the next type, that is present continuous tense, and since it's continuous, so it is that we have to use with the base form of the verb ing form. With first person pronoun I, we use helping verb am and then verb with ing form. And with first person, with second person singular pronoun you, we use are plus verb with ing form. With third person singular pronoun, that means he, she or it, we use is plus verb in it is singular in plus in it is ing form, that is he is speaking. With first person plural pronoun, that's we use are plus verb in its ing form, speaking. With third person plural pronoun, that is they, we use are as a helping verb plus verb in its ing form, that is speaking. So we say I am speaking, you are speaking, he or she is speaking, we are speaking, they are speaking. Then coming to the next type, that is present perfect form. We know that in perfect form we use present perfect form, we use have or has as a helping verb, plus then we use the third form of the verb. So with I we use have plus third form of the verb, that is speak, spoke, spoken. With you we use have, spoken. With he, she or it we use has spoken. With we use have spoken. With they we use have spoken. Then coming to the next type of present tense, that is present perfect continuous. It's perfect as well as continuous. So we have to use either have or has plus verb in its ing form. So with I we say I have plus we use also been as a helping verb. We say I have been speaking. You have been speaking. With he, she or it, that means third person singular pronoun, we use has been plus verb in its ing form, with ing form, or what we also call as present participle form. So in with we use have been speaking, and with they we say they have been speaking. Coming to the four forms of past tense. So let us start with simple past tense. With simple past tense, we use the second form of the verb. So with I we use spoke. With you, second person singular pronoun, we use past form of the verb. With he or she or it, we use again the same verb. With we use the second form of the verb. With they, we use the second form of the verb. So we say I spoke, you spoke, because it's speak, spoke, spoken. So we have used the second form of the verb. You spoke, he spoke, he spokes, we spoke, he spoke, we spoke, they spoke. With past continuous tense, we either use was or were as helping verb, plus we use present participle form, that is verb plus ing form. So we say with I was speaking, you were speaking, he, she or it was speaking, we were speaking, they were speaking. Third is past perfect. With past perfect, we use had as a helping verb plus the third form of the verb. So we say with I had spoken, you had spoken, he, she or it had spoken, we had spoken, they had spoken. With past perfect continuous, we use had, been plus present participle form of the verb. That means verb in its ing form. So we say I had been speaking, you had been speaking, he, she or it had been speaking, we, that means we had been speaking, they, third person plural pronoun, we say they had been speaking. Coming to the future tense, let us start with simple future tense. Here we use shall or will plus the base form of the verb. With first person pronoun I, we use shall or will plus the base form of the verb, that is speak. With you, second person pronoun, we use will, speak, base form of the verb. With third person singular pronoun he, she or it, we use will plus base form of the verb speak. So we say he will speak. With we, it's first person plural pronoun, we use shall and also will plus base form of the verb. So we say we shall or will speak. And third person plural pronoun, that is they, we use will, they will speak. Next, future continuous tense. In this case, we use will or shall plus be as a helping verb plus present participle form of the verb, that is verb in its ing form. I shall or will be speaking. You will be speaking. He, she or it will be speaking. We shall or will be speaking because it's first person plural pronoun. So with first person singular pronoun we also use shall, so we use will as well as shall, so we say we shall or we will be speaking. And with they, that means third person plural pronoun, we say they will be speaking. Now coming to future perfect tense, since it's future perfect, so we use shall or will with first person pronoun singular I. And then, as you know, for perfect we have to use has or have, so here we use after, since these are models, so after models we use the base form of the verb, so here it is have, and then after have we use the third form of the verb, so here it is spoken. So we say I shall or will have spoken. Similarly, with you, we say you will have spoken with second person singular pronoun. With third person singular pronoun, that is he, she, or it, we say will have spoken. With we, it's first person plural pronoun, we use shall as well as will, and then have spoken. And then with they, we use they will have spoken. Now, the last type, that is the future perfect continuous tense. It's future indicated by this, perfect tense that is indicated by this helping verb, and continuous, it's indicated by present participle form, that is verb ing form. So we say I shall or will have been. After have we use the third form of the verb, and after been we use the ing form of the verb. So I shall have been speaking. You will have been speaking. We will have been speaking. We shall or will have been speaking. They will have been speaking. So these were the various forms of various tenses, how we write various tenses in with agreement of this verb, with a verb, when a verb agrees with its subject in number and in person. And this is all for today, and in our next lesson we will discuss the various uses of various tenses. Thank you for today. Have a nice time. Have a great day.